So I want him to win.
That's very true.
He's kind of like our mascot at this point. And then Dockhack's got Forest. I don't know. It's not PTP Forest, so I don't have like this need to cheer for it. But you know, see if it's to win.
All right. Well, let's see.
Botalz already
was certainly very animated, and I love that. So it looks like we're going to be kicking off with the Forest Craft deck right off the bat against Runecraft here. We've got the old man Runecraft leader, Erasmus? Is that
yes,
what it was?
Erasmus, the best leader of all time.
My God, look at that. Jesus. All right, guys, take it away. What is this match looking like?
Well, first and foremost, Botalz' face. I'm on point with this. He's on focus mode right now. Like opening into this game in the thinker, man. So good, I love it. As far as matchup is concerned, Botalz is on the play. He's playing a very aggressive deck, depending on how aggressive his hand is, which it's looking like could be aggressive enough. Can just slide the game away from Forest, but if Forest can retake board control, then I think Forest has a really good end game to beat out the neutral deck.
It can. Forest Dockhack's hand is, I don't know. I think his mid game is a bit too good. He's got that Elf Twin Assault. He's got the Hector, like I mentioned, and he's also just naturally drawing a lot of neutrals. We saw the Elf Twin Assault just do 5 right there, and he's even got Aaron for some late game. So I actually like Dockhack's position in this game a lot.
Yep, he's looking very strong here. And Magical Fairy Lilac is a great new addition for Forest. It's a 3-play.14 that has a Clash ability that says whenever it basically enters combat with another follower, the other follower is destroyed. But then that ability goes away, so it only happens once.
It would be way too good if it kept happening.
If it kept happening, that card would be probably the most insane card ever. But being a 3/6 that gets to kill anything, essentially, and then just stay in play without taking any damage is still very strong for an early game play.
Here we go!
I like Botalz' options here. He could have played Dance of Death, but he's going to go for Levi attacking into Piercing Rune instead, because, you know, Lilac had used her ability. He might just cast the Crimson Sorcery as well. No, he holds onto it, but this makes an Oz draw a little bit better, since you can just make the dance 1.
I'm all tuckered out.
Right. So now it's really just, can Botalz top deck? Right now he's just got spells, the Dance of Deaths to kill followers, so he's got some time. Basically the Dance of Deaths will allow for him to have some time to draw some things. But essentially he's got 7 damage in hand. Can he find 6 more off the top?
And if he finds Oz, that's pretty easy. She can easily draw 6.
Pretty sure that we're going to see Fina evolve this turn just to get more Roach combo shenanigans happening faster. Could play the Aaron just to be safe, I suppose, but I doubt it.
Might just play double Goblin Mage.
That's true.
Oh,
Double Goblin Mage is good too. Fina keeps the hand size the same for Will of the Forest to be good. Not as necessary right now, but it also gives you that 0 cost to combo with Roaches as soon as you get the Nature's Guidance.
True.
And again, just a quick run through on how Forest combos work for those of you who don't know. Roach is a 2-play.11 follower that gains Storm and +1/+0 for every spell played before it. So essentially you try to get a bunch of cheap spells in your hand, cast them all, cast your Roaches. There's another card in the deck that bounces Roaches back to your hand, replay them, and then just try to go for lethal in a single huge combo turn.
Very similar to Storm in Magic the Gathering. There's the Oz, though, that I mentioned. Oz into Dance of Death leaves 1 play point floating.
I am a fiction.
Yep, I like this.
Draws another
Perfect.
Oz, even to keep it going.
Running away is okay.
So now Dockhack is against the wall here. Even if he clears board, he's still not gonna have a lot of health left over. So he might opt to be defensive here. Nope.
So for the board clear, it's kind of odd for Botalz. If he doesn't play a follower here, it's odd for Botalz to find lethal without being able to use Mutagenic Bolt or Piercing Rune. He goes for the Zierman and Goblin Mage. Is he going for a Roach Poke? He's going for a Roach Poke, yeah.
Interesting play.
Get that cheeky 3 damage in.
this basically opens him up to so many things, though, by playing those. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a concession, is what that is. He's just like, you know what, you got me. I'm not sure.
I want to give our players the benefit of the doubt and say that they would never play in such a way, but Felice evolves for free and just gets that 4 face, and now Dockhack is on that 1 turn clock. There's almost nothing he can do to prevent a lethal if he doesn't just have one of his own.
Yeah, the Aaron will come down to help stifle, but even with an evolved Aaron can't take out the Felice, so he's going to jam both of these followers into the Felice to take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Piercing Rune would be lethal. That's about all it's lethal, actually. Because he can't Piercing Rune... He can't Dance of Death Hector.
Well, there's no Dance in hand, and Hector is not technically active yet, so a Piercing Rune off the top... I don't think we'll get there, right?
No, because Hector requires 3 neutrals, you'd be right.
Yeah, so, but still has a great follow-up turn, and with using that Roach and the Goblin Mage, basically just saying to Botalz, I'm not comboing you anytime soon. So, Botalz still has plenty of turns here to get to lethal.
Dockhack is, I guess, considering this evolve, or not? I think you literally have to do it. Whoa!
He's going face.
I imagine he's seen 2 Dance of Deaths already, and he realizes that, you know, if Botalz just has a 3rd one, then go for it, but it's not likely that he does.
I like that play a lot.
There's the 3rd neutral, though, that will put Hector online, and because an evolve is still available, Botalz just has lethal, so...
Playing the BM Alice. Saying, hey, I got extra damage just in case. So Dockhack, while that play might say, like, it might show you that he's like, oh, you know, I'm just going to concede essentially if you have the right spells to kill me there. But if he plays all defense right there, he has no way to close the game out. So at least he put himself into a position where maybe he could close the game out if Botalz didn't have the win that turn.
Exactly. Dockhack was put into the classic play to win, not play to prevent your loss for one other turn.
Right.
He was trying to set up a lethal the following turn after having used the Roach. So
I'm still gonna question that one play, but like you said, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had a game plan in mind that I wasn't thinking of.
This is a tournament worth $16,000. I don't think anybody this far would just concede like that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Dockhack had a plan.
Okay. I'll give it to you, Dockhack. You got a brain on you, and pass mine on that play.
It's just his play was so next level, so ascended, that you just couldn't tell what he was doing.
I completely agree. I like that word, ascended. Perfect word.
Ascended.
All right.
He's past the pleb plays.
Right. Okay, so Botalz is on an aggressive Haven plan, not defensive like we've seen in the past. So he's doing the more aggressively minded amulets to try to just end the game quicker, which is actually a very good strategy against Force because it doesn't put anything into play on turns that Force can naturally deal with things. Like this Elf Twin Assault, not going to be able to be used very easily.
It won't. And Force, he actually got rid of Kai'Sa, even though I think Kai'Sa would be pretty good value. Just trade with birds continuously.
Well, you're playing against Haven, you never know if the carrots are going to get banished and stuff like that, so...
That's true, yeah. Botalz is playing a more aggressive, less banishy list. Ooh! Hollow Dogma.
Will he pop the trigger? I think he's going to go with the bird song this turn, but he might go crazy here. The going crazy here play does open up the 2-1 to be dealt with, though, so I don't know if that one is where I would go.
That is true. True. You also just have Luxwing Reno Doggo next turn into Divine Birdsong Hollow Dogma on 5, so it's not like you need to, you know, cash in that value immediately.
Yeah, and turn 5 is, like you said, it's going to be a nightmare for Dockhack to deal with. Like, he's got a double play here into both of his amulets popping, into the Divine Birdsong, into Hollow Dogma to pop it immediately. So this is going to be an exciting turn 5 for Botalz. It might even just be enough to just outright win the game, considering what Dockhack has in hand. There's no Will of the Forest over there. There is an Into the Looking Glass with an ETA to clear up some of it. That's about it.
Right, but if you spend your whole turn playing Looking Glass ETA, then you know you better hope Looking Glass drew something useful. Yeah.
So Botalz really having a hard time deciding if he wants to play the Doggo or save it for value. Heavenly Hound, affectionately named Doggo, of course, is a 2 play point 2/2 that gets pumped. It gets O2 and Ward if you have an Evolved Follower in play. So big benefits if you wait, but
I think he's basically just considering, you know, do I want this to happen to Elf Twin Assault?
Right. And if he pops the Elf Twin Assault here, he's not going to have any removal for the big turn 5 coming, so see how that plays out.
Ooh, uh-oh.
No connection issues in the top 12, please.
Response.
Bless up in chat, please.
This might explain
Let's make sure that Dockhack doesn't get conceived. Okay, good.
The Doggo's too good, dude. The Doggo causes you to disconnect.
It is the Heavenly Doggo.
So knowing what we know, I don't think Elf Twin Assault, even looking at the current board, like, Arya is poppable, Birdsong is poppable. I don't think you can play Elf Twin Assault this turn.
I think this is a perfect turn for Into the Looking Glass to get it online and to play Wood of Brambles to effectively trade with the board. And I think that's all you need to do this turn. Yeah. Into the Looking Glass afterwards, because his ordering is better than mine, so that all of them become neutral.
All of them become neutral. Well, you probably just forgot that Brambles gave fairies to your hand.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brambles gives fairies to your hand, so he's gonna play the fairies, actually.
Oh. Okay. Wants to contest the board, doesn't care about putting the neutrals in hand just yet. Alright, here we go.
I imagine, you know, there's a lot of value popping this turn, so... Oh no! Cudgel!
More options.
That's the play. I mean, Cudgel is just too good not to do it.
Yep, get to remove the ward, so no value gotten off that, and then I imagine just alt phase. Try to limit the value from the Wood of Brambles here.
This is looking
Wood of
really
Brambles,
bad for Doc.
Of course, guys. On top of what you guys saw, it gives you 2 fairies in hand, but it gives all of your followers Clash deal a damage to an opposing follower too. So, very good value in trades there. Decides to go with the full trade too. Didn't deal the 3 with the Regal Falcon. Decided to trade with it instead.
I actually kind of like that because he could have traded the fairy into the bird, and the bird would have just died, and the fairy would have stayed to get even more value.
That's true.
So.
Looking
Glass finds Sylvan Justice.
I think he still has to go with the ETA here. He does have a fairy to evolve also.
Yeah, well, if you Sylvan Justice a 3/2 evolve and hit the 2/1, that's the worst case scenario for ETA, but it's at least guaranteed.
I like this line of play. Evolve into the 4/3 and then ETA afterwards to get the best shot at hitting that 4/4. Oh, he's going with the value play. Okay.
Value play. Hit that 4/3 4/4. Okay.
Not bad though.
Almost
Not
got
a bad
there.
Turn. I'm pretty sure the value game's out of Botalz' head now. I think he wants to just. Oh no, still go for value. Okay.
Botalz can just evolve. Yeah, Botalz can just evolve for 6 here. Ugh.
It's a lot of damage.
That is some deeps coming down from that tiger.
Ooh. Another ETA off the top. Very nice draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough to kill a 6/6 though, so he's gonna have to do something else. Sylvan Justice.
Dockhack has the Flower Princess to add all 3 cards into Sylvan Justice. It does die though, so.
Yeah, that's another play. You could Flower Princess, get the Thorn Burst, evolve, and use the Thorn Burst, or use the Sylvan Justice. Most likely the Sylvan Justice, of course. Or he could Sylvan Justice into ETA, but that doesn't seem like an optimal play.
I think the Flower Princess is the better setup since you also have a Roach and a Nevermind and a Nature's. Ooh, another Roach.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, Sylvan Justice into Evolved Goblin Mage. This also makes sense.
It won't be long now.
I guess he plans to play Flower Princess next turn? Or she wouldn't have quite... No, she wouldn't have triggered anyway. She needs 3 neutrals in hand, right?
3 neutrals, yeah. So definitely
add
blows the
Flame
threshold.
Burst. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
I'm
wouldn't
pretty
trigger
sure
anyway.
that the one Roach and the Nature's Guidance are neutral from the end of the Looking Glass. I don't remember specifically, but that's still not enough.
Oh, right, yeah. Ooh, a Dark Gen. The
Ooh.
draw off of that Dogma.
Ow!
Is that a
He didn't
Dual
kill a
Flames?
fairy.
No, what am I saying? That's March Hare Seed Time. I got completely
Dual
confused by the
Flames.
fact of that animation. The animated animation confused
Where'd
me.
the Tin Soldier come from, EXO? Are you okay?
Right, yeah, you know what? You know what? Okay, sometimes my brain, it does things when I see things, you know, I don't know.
L1 Assault for 3, wiping the board, making Jun much less dangerous. Is he going for
this-
Roach Pokes? Don't go for Roach Pokes.
Going for Roach Pokes again. I have not seen this from any Roach player ever. He's got a new strategy that I just don't know about, but this does expose his Roach to being killed by the Dark John, which it is.
It's also not pushing any meaningful damage. I mean, he doesn't exactly have 15 damage on 3 cards with 1 Roach.
Right, and basically just giving up his Roach combo cards. He's saying, you know what, I
Never
don't
mind,
need
he
all
drew
the
the best
Roaches to
card.
win.
This ends here.
He drew the best possible thing he could have drawn, so it's fine.
Blow you away.
So we will have access to the 3rd Roach and gets to put a 0-drop into his hand to help with the combo. It's actually do combo math right now, so he could technically play, let's see, 2 Roaches is 4, so that's a 7 play point combo. He doesn't have anything else he can play before it. So he can do 2 bounce 4, 5, so he can do 11 damage at the moment. Not quite enough. If he draws another 2-drop, he can do 13 damage, which is still not quite enough.
If he draws another Natures, he can get higher. Daco has to kill Fina here. Could also go for a Dance of Death and get aggressive.
Fun.
I like that play a lot. He's out of gas, needs
Setting
to
up
push
a
every
two-turn
last
lead
card he
here.
has.
Lilac.
See, the thing is if he would have kept that Roach much closer to lethal
Yeah.
right now.
He only poked for 4, so Bottles will be at 19 though, so. Dockhack is just not drawing the neutrals necessary to put Flower Princess online. He's not getting into Looking Glasses or anything. So, Goblin Mage,
Sparkly stuff.
Roach, Nature's Roach is nothing. Roach, Nature's Roach. It's still basically
Yeah, I think
nothing.
he's got to clear with one of the high Roaches here. I think he's just going to go, okay, there you go. There's something. It's a little extra poke damage.
Looking Glass. His combo's so low this turn though. He can put Bottles at 4. If his combo's at 3,
think-
I do.
What he's thinking about
Have
doing
actually-
is playing Roach anyway and just trying to get in there and then just clearing one of the 2/2s up because he has to or else he's going to die.
He does have to kill one of the 2/2s, yeah. If he doesn't kill them both, he dies to Dogma. But yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't imagine him saving the other Roach. He's not going to get another turn to play that many spells.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's not lethal, but it's
So-
pretty good.
so pretty good. So now he's got the Pinion Prayer propping next turn, plus the Dark John in play. And this is really, I don't know what Dockhack can draw here to win this game. I don't think there's a single card. Aaron can help. And that's that.
Yeah, it's definitely not Fina.
Bottles, look at him. Look at Bottles over there. He's already doing the championship pose.
His hands are up. He's doing the please don't kill me dance. He's just please don't kill me.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
I'll do it. Bottles, the champion. Good man. That was a
And
well-played
Garuda.
game.
Golden wing.
And Garuda, just for good measure here.
You're strong.
Well played, Bottles. Good man.
I'm very upset.
Because Forrest lost.
Forrest lost twice.
I'm right up there with you, man. Forrest losing always feels bad.
It's super tough.
Team
So-
Bottles.